Leighton, you might know him as BIGKID. He is 5th on the New York City PR, plays Jigglypuff. So that might turn you one way or the other if you want to see him ranked well or not. But let's dive into his results and see what he's done for the year. Losing a Puff Ditto twice and beating a lot of New England's really good players. So Ryzen's an honorable mention, like on the cusp. But still, definitely the Calvar win's good. I'm concerned for Calvar's place at the end of the year because a lot of the people we've been looking at all seem to have Calvar wins. Like, there's a lot of... I think Bobby has a Calvar win as well. Bobby's got a Calvar win. Did Curb have a Calvar win? Curb had a Calvar loss. But there's a lot of people it seems like Calvar has lost, even though I'm a Calvar fan. I find that concerning. This is a really rough 65th at Genesis. That's just like tough seeding. That's really tough seeding to see, that losing to Rishi and Duck and getting 65th. But I mean, not taking any bad losses, not being able to pick up any wins isn't great either. That's Icy Mojo. I thought I recognized this picture. I don't know why he was in there as Daddy Icy. Yeah, so like kind of an iffy loss, but we're good on that. Lint wins pretty good. Bobby wins pretty good. Another like plays around here. Actually, I should start doing. Where's Lint in? 4th in New England. I'm gonna start doing that as a shorthand for players around the level that are wins, because I usually just check the header in the New England. Oh, he's 6th. Oh wow, yeah, no, I don't know how I missed that. God. So treat that the same as like a tiramisu, Lint. Got an interesting, and then you got this weird 33rd and a real combination. You got the unfortunate draw of having to play against Crunch as a Puff main, beating Wally, Hi-Fi, and Tyler Swift. Tyler Swift is the Pikachu Fox from MDVA, yeah. Yeah, but nothing of like super note in here. I'd say maybe like the Wally is one of these players around the range that we'd highlight. Tiramisu, face roll losses, nothing to be too upset about. The Ralph win, Ralph was ranked 89, so that's an okay kind of win. I'll give that a green. It's kind of like around that range as well. He's got an okay resume. This is like an all right resume. This is maybe Sneak Show on Slox win good, Calvar wins good. You can tell he does really well when he's in New England. But having the 2 Stango wins and another Slox win, and then taking some other great wins off New England players, dropping the set to Calvar after beating him a bunch of times is... I'd love to see their like full record from the year, but the 2 Stango wins and the Slox wins are easily enough to push him over into being pretty solid for having a top 100 spot for me. 35th, 2 wins over 35. And again, I think Stango's probably going to, again, I don't know what Stango's done. What has Stango done in the second half of the year? I mean, those right there, like, he's going to make the top 100, no question. Also, what has Smuckers been up to? I feel like Smuckers has had some, like, weird and really bad losses at locals, if I remember correctly, right? That's a yikes. Yeah, his collection of really good New England wins, plus the Stango win and the Ralph win, I think that's enough to carry him. In the loss column, there's really nothing too bad besides the Daddy Icy loss. I do think that Leighton's is going to make the top 100 just based on all these really good, like, all these really good, like, New England wins or players, like, right around the top 100 on top of the Slox, the Ralph, the 2 Stango wins. I think the 2 Stango wins the same tournament is really, really great, finishing 2nd, only losing the Rishi. And the fact that there's really, beyond the Daddy Icy loss, there's not really too many bad losses lit in here. You could maybe say the Cool Lime, Tiramisu, but yeah, there's really not too many bad losses in here. And let's compare this to like Curb that we were just talking about a little bit earlier. Yeah, I'd say Curb has like slightly worse losses. He's also been to less events. Yeah, Leighton's definitely going... I would say Leighton's going to be ranked higher than him. Because I think Leighton's going to make it without knowing the full extent of the people ranked around him. Or the results of the players ranked around. I think Leighton's going to make it. Whereas I'm not 100% sure for Curb with all the stuff we just talked about for Curb a couple minutes ago. Yeah, but I think that about does it for Leighton for the year. I would say for final remarks, he's going to end up maybe like 80 to 100 is probably a good range for him. I think a lot will depend on where Stango ends up. I definitely need to look more at Calvar's stuff because he's been to a lot, but I feel like I was saying earlier that I've seen his name pop up a lot. Also, Slox. I feel like Slox is a weird case for the year as well. What's Slox? What do his wins look like? Swedish Cobalt Jerry? Yeah. Yeah, so I think Slox is another weird case as well. So it's hard to judge exactly how heavily those wins are going to carry him, but I think Leighton will make the top 100 for this year.